So those are your two choices. There are no other choices on the table. There's no 3 years on the table. All right, the court is calling 2021 CR 9161 State of Texas versus Jennifer Flores. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Defense?
Alfonso Otero on behalf of the defendant, Judge.
And are you Ms. Flores?
Yes.
All right, I do not have I only have the first amended. Does anybody have the original motion to revoke? All right, thank you. Ms. Flores, your attorney is actually appearing by Zoom. Do you have any objections to his appearing by Zoom? All right, you're gonna need to keep your voice up so that the court reporter can hear and so that I can hear. All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes.
And did you also review the First Amendment motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney?
Yes.
Are you the same Jennifer Ann Flores who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 9161 for the offense of possession of controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams on January 26, 2023 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
Judge Wolf, to be proceeding on the first amended, violation of condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Jennifer Ann Flores did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of December 2024 in violation of conviction.
How do you preach to that? True or not true?
True.
And state, do you waive the other allegations?
Yes.
Any objections to the state's waivers? Oh, I cannot hear you.
No, Judge.
All right. Ms. Flores, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, it's for the court to deny the state's motion to continue the defendant but alternative for conditions for status along with after.
Defense, is that what you're asking the court to do?
That is, Judge.
Probation,
Yes, Judge.
what is your recommendation?
Judge, status and remaining custody until treatment bed is available, Judge, and then aftercare. However, the new cases will need to be resolved.
All right, are the new cases going to be resolved?
They are.
All right. Ms. Flores, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jennifer Flores.
All right, Ms. Flores, you did not report. Why didn't you report?
I didn't report because they had arrested me. So I figured since I violated probation for getting arrested, I was gonna go to court on January 22nd, but I ended up getting arrested on January 22nd. So that's the only reason why I didn't report. I figured I had already MTR'd, so I was gonna go to court and then I knew I was gonna get arrested at court.
All right, so I'm gonna give you options, right?
Okay.
I cannot give a lot of people options. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. If you want, what I can do is I will revoke you and I will sentence you to 4 years, or either I will continue you and follow the recommendation for you to be in inpatient treatment. What is the wait time? So your wait time to be placed for treatment is 2 to 6 weeks. So which do you prefer?
I can do the 3 years TDC.
No, 4 years TDC, or these are your two choices: 4 years TDC, or I will follow everyone's agreement and recommendation for probation that you go into inpatient treatment. The wait time for inpatient treatment is 4 to 6 weeks. Now, this is what I can tell you. Regardless of what happens, whether you're waiting 4 to 6 weeks to go into treatment, or whether I sentence you to 4 years prison, time is going to pass. It just depends on what you want to do with that passage of time. Do you want your passage of time where you're just going to prison? Or do you want your passage of time to mean something more? You're getting clean and sober. And here's the thing, you know yourself better than I know you, better than your attorney knows you, or better than the state or probation. These are This is a choice you have to make for yourself.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to do, I'm not going to look at you any differently. You know what I'm going to end up telling you? If you choose to go to prison, you know what I'm going to tell you? When you're released, if you can't find a place to help you maintain your sobriety, you come back here, I'll find a place for you. If you decide to take treatment, guess what I'm going to tell you? If anything happens, let probation know. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can still come back here. So those are your two choices. There are no other choices on the table. There's no 3 years on the table. Okay. All right, the court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court will deny the motion. Alternate amend conditions. And these are to happen in custody. So there's to be a referral to felony drug court. And also, she's already been approved for SATF. All right, so in custody, there's a referral to felony drug court. If she is not accepted in the felony drug court, there's to be SATF, and there's also to be TAP evaluation in custody. And let me see one other thing. And is there a need to extend her or no?
No, Judge.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, so off the record, this is what you're gonna be waiting for. You're gonna be in custody. Somebody from probation is gonna come visit you. They're gonna give you a TAP evaluation. TAP evaluation is to figure out what your drug history is. Be honest,
Yes,
because you want to successfully complete this.
yes,
Then the other evaluation you're going to wait for is felony drug court. Felony drug court is a great program. It's an intensive program, but they'll be able to help you.
okay,
If you're not eligible or they deem you not suitable for their program, then it's going to be SATF. You understand?
yes, I
Any
understand.
questions about anything?
No, thank you. I do have a question, I'm
Sure.
sorry. I just lost my brother, on January 29th while I was incarcerated. I just wanna know, is there any way that they could help me at least attend the services?
You'll have to speak with probation concerning that.
Okay,
And you know what? Let felony drug court know that. All right. When is his services?
well, right now, they still have the body because he was murdered. So, his body's still being held so under investigation, I'm guessing, that's what my mom told me. But, so that's all I know right now, that his body's being held, so they haven't pursued yet with, dates.
Well, I will tell you what, if you will let probation know when it comes up, I'll see what I can do.
Thank
And
you,
I'm sorry for your loss.
thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Court is calling 2024 CR 06932 and 2024 CR 007342. State versus Marie Elena Morales. Does she need to have a seat?
I have a seat shirt right here.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Deputy Laura, you're always
Yeah, you're,
ready.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, could I have parties announced for the record for the state
Jason, your Honor.
defense?
Gerald Cabina for defendant, Your Honor.
And are you Miss Morales?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, counsel,
Yes, Your Honor.
have you received all discovery in each of these cause numbers and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications in this case?
There is, Your Honor, but
All right, in each cause number, did you review what's entitled application for community supervision or deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
yes, Your Honor.
And each of the cause numbers, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
I did, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment in each cause number?
Yes, Your Honor.
State in the cause number ending in 3-2. Are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
And in the cause number ending in 4-2, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're proceeding on count 1, along with waiting count 2.
Any objection?
No, no objection, Your Honor.
All right, in each cause number, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
I did, Your Honor.
All right, did you understand in cause number ending in 3-2, you're charged with theft under $2,500 enhanced? And in the cause number ending in 42, you're charged with theft of property less than $2,500 with 2 or more previous convictions. Each of these are state jail felonies. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement in these cause numbers, the court does not have to the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each cause number, you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering into these plea bargain agreements, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into pleas in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, in each of these cause numbers, are there any applications for deferred adjudication?
No, Your Honor.
Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each of the cause numbers, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Very,
Are you a U.S. citizen?
I am.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. In each cause number, the state is requesting that your punishment be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There be a $2,000 fine. The causes were run concurrently. And in the cause number ending in 4-2, the state is proceeding on count 1 only. Did you understand that to be your plea? Oh, I'm sorry. And in each case, they're recommending community supervision. Did you understand that to be your plea in each of the causes?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Defense is at the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State
Yes,
is
Your
at the plea. In each cause number, did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Bell's, BEALLS, or Kavanagh store. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
I do, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged in cause number 2024 CR 006932, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I plead guilty.
And count 1 in cause number 2024 CR 007342, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
State any evidence? Any
No objection, Your Honor.
Ms. Morales, in each of the cause numbers, did you review the documents entitled entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Your Honor, and I did understand.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Your Honor.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. In each cause number, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I know that my client is, she does have a background, Your Honor, as you've seen. However, there have been some changes to her life, Your Honor. She's had a brain tumor, I believe, and because she had surgery on that, and because of that, she's lost some feeling in her legs, and I believe that, Your Honor, she just wants to get her life back on track, and also, Your Honor, too, she being with her physical problems, she really doesn't want to go to jail. The last time she was in jail, she fell and she had problems because she can't have a walker with her. It's, you know, obviously security, so I've spoken with her about, the importance of complying with probation, and, I believe she understands that she has to, be very careful and do what's required of her. And additionally, Your Honor, should you grant her probation, I would ask you to please consider that, she's not doing very well financially. Her husband does work sporadically, and she's applied for disability. It hasn't come in yet. It's pending. And she has some financial problems, Your Honor. Plus, additionally, with the 200 hours community service, Your Honor, she's happy to do community service. However, she's somewhat limited physically due to the problem she has with her legs, Your Honor. And yes. And is there anything you would like to add, Marie?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor, when I was waiting for my surgery, for my brain tumor surgery, I was paralyzed and I have to learn to walk and everything again. I still have limited feeling in my left leg, so I have like standing limitations. Some days are worse than others, but I do, you know, my guilt, and I know I was wrong, and, you know.
So let me ask you this, when did these medical issues occur? What year?
It was 2019, but I was in a car wreck after that, which made it worse.
All right, so 2019, you had these injuries, and then you were in a car wreck when?
I think it was 2.5 years after that. It was beginning of 2023.
All right,
2023.
so,
It's not, like, I realized what I did was wrong. There was not any validation for it other than the situation I was in. My mother was her caregiver. She passed away. She had pancreatic cancer and we lost our house. My husband and I, we had no to live, and that's why I was stealing to survive.
all right, so
It's not
you've
okay.
been stealing before as well, so
I have
all
not.
of these thefts are for you to survive.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am, not at all. These last two right here, that's was for me to survive. And I, last time. that I went
Okay,
to-
you didn't complete your sentence. You said these last two right
The
here.
last two were for me to survive. I'm sorry, I did. Not being loud enough or clear, but the last two were for survival, not for any other reason, but I now know that I active in the church. I've changed my life. I'm not doing these things anymore, nor do I intend to do these things anymore. I realize
And if you're drug tested today, what are the results gonna be?
I'm negative. I'm not on drugs.
All right,
Here's
you're
a
gonna,
prescription
I was
medication, Your Honor.
prescription. I was just in the hospital 2 weeks ago. I was hospitalized for 9 days. Sorry, 8 days. I have cellulitis in the leg that I had the paralysis in. And you
But
can
see,
still see
this
my
is-
leg.
let me
It's
just,
swollen.
let me explain to you where I'm coming from.
Yes, ma'am.
You had this major incident in 2019,
Correct.
and that didn't stop you from stealing. It appears from what I'm looking at, and this is just your history, you steal. That's your occupation, you steal. You go into places and you steal. And there's none of this, I'm stealing to survive, because what you were stealing was not survival products. You're just stealing. That's your occupation. And now you're coming to me for sympathy because you have all of these issues. But if you look at your criminal history, you were stealing before 2019. And then now you say you're active with the church. And I always say, you know, people come to the Lord whenever they come to the Lord, and you meet people where they are. But even after you had this epiphany, what should have been an epiphany for you, with all this that happened, you just continued to steal.
That was you're right, Your Honor. There's not an excuse. I don't have an excuse for any of it. It's not okay. I am remorseful for my actions, and you know, I have to complete whatever the court grants me, and I understand I was wrong. I'm like asking the court to please to show me some mercy, and I woke up in this community service without a doubt successfully. I know that. I'm not. It's not my occupation any longer.
Who
I'm
lives in your
embarrassed and
home with you?
ashamed of my actions.
Who lives in the home with you?
I live with my husband, and we live with my cousin and her husband.
And how many children are in that home?
0. I have an adult child. She lives in Corpus Christi.
So you're saying there are no minors in your home?
No minors. My husband's children are all grown as well. So my daughter's 32 years old.
All right. Anything else?
Your Honor, like I said, I did speak with, well, Your Honor, I would ask that you, please grant us community supervision. And the thing is, Your Honor, I did suggest to my client, if she did want to plea bargain, she may want to just take jail time, but, she convinced me that, she can make the probation, and I think that being more beneficial for her, plus I think it would be detrimental with her health to do jail time. And I think she had a rough time when she was in jail last time on this charge, and I don't think she ever wants to be there again, Your Honor.
All right, and cause number 2024 CR 007342, the court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's a $2,000 fine that'll be probated, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, 200 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Cavender's store. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 006932. CATS 1 and 2 theft course, field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. Regular random UAs. And you'll need to provide a prescription of all the medications that you're taking to probation. Do you understand?
Sure, thank you very much.
Probation, is there anything else in that cause number?
Judge, did you want any type of proof of, they don't need? No?
No.
Okay. Nothing else, sir.
All right, and in cause number 2024 CR 006932, court will find you guilty. Court will sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's a $2,000 fine that will be probated, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, 200 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Bell's store, concurrent with 2024 CR 007342. CATS 1 and 2 theft course. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. And I'm sorry, in each cause number, proof of employment or SSI within 60 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. All right, is there anything else you need from the court?
No, I'm very grateful, Your Honor. I won't look for down. Thank you.
All right, did you review the documents entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
I did, Your Honor.
All right. Because these are plea bargain agreements, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. Stop stealing.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Where is Matt? Matt? Can I see all of the remaining votes? Yes.
And Judge, Mr. Flores, it's gonna be a Thursday if you accept that.
Okay. All right, so. Let's see, court is calling 2020 CR 10202, State versus Mark Anthony Reyes. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? For the defense?
Joseph Uphelt.
Are you Mark Anthony Reyes?
Ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am. I did.
Are you the same Mark Anthony Reyes who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 10202 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on May 4th, 2021 for a term of 4 years and extended for 1 year?
Yes, ma'am.
State,
On or about the 10th day of January 2020.
how do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And I'm sorry, what was the number again? All right, I'm making sure I have it.
And the state waives the remaining violation allegation, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes.
Court is going to find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, adjudicate guilt, revoke supervision, assess punishment under 1244A at 120 days.
All right.
If I may, Your Honor.
Yes.
Mr. Reyes has been in custody in Medina County beginning in March of 2023 for a third-degree felony, which he pled to for 6 years, and he was then transferred to TDC, where he was just paroled on December 17th.
That clears things up. So you could read my mind.
You're
get out of my
welcome.
mind.
So, Judge, he actually has, and if you need to see it, Judge, I have the conviction by the court waiver of jury trial where it shows that he actually has 370 days actual on the other case in Medina County, which was supposed to run concurrent with this one, but he was never brought over to take care of this motion to revoke. He has, my understanding is 121 actual days credit in Bear County Jail on the case before you, Judge. And that's why we're asking for that credit for time served and for it to be actually judgment satisfied
All right.
on this case.
Because I was wondering, why should I do this? But you've explained things. Thank you. All right. Are you asking the court to follow this agreement?
Mhm.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court will follow your agreement. The court will find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 120 days in the Bear County Jail under 1244. It will show that the judgment is satisfied. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, I did.
And I'm sorry, just one other thing. All right, before probation, he had a restitution amount of $8,000 to Toribio Garcia. Was that paid? And that was a part of your plea bargaining agreement?
Yes.
All right, there's to be restitution and no contact with Toribio Garcia, and the restitution amount is $8,000. Yes.
But under the amount due section for restitution, it shows 7,656.
All right, we'll change that. I'm just going strictly by what's in the plea bargain paperwork. So the restitution amount, what do you say, counsel?
Well, that's the problem. The balance says 8,000. The amount due shows 7,656, and there don't appear to be any credits.
All right, so $7,656. Okay,
I can't explain the discrepancy from what I can see.
all right, thank you.
Been paid at all on this page.
Okay. Did you ever
There
pay?
was nothing dispersed or anything. It states still that the $8,000 is still due.
All right, and what are you saying, counsel, that there was, is that amount that the complainant gave to you?
I'm just repeating what I see on the court summary, Your Honor. There's a discrepancy between the amount due and the balance with no credits, so I don't understand the source of the discrepancy.
Just one second. Any objections to the court reviewing the court summary?
Naturally, we like the lower number. It's a $344 difference apparently.
Let's go off the record. Ms. Abrams, do you know if that's the, because on the court summary,
All of that, and there have been no payments made.
all right. Okay, thank you. All right, so we're back on the record. The restitution amount is $8,000. And that restitution amount goes to Toribio, Toribio Garcia. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. Thank you. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 0125 9-0 and 2024 CR 0124669, State versus Richard Baker. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Pat Montgomery for Mr. Richard Baker, Your Honor.
All right. And are you Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Baker, in each cause number, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each cause number, did you review the true bill of indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, in each cause number, are you proceeding, I'm sorry, defense, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
State, in each cause number, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Case number 2024 CR 0124669. State is proceeding on count 1 of the indictment and waiving count 2.
Any objection?
And with regards to the 2024 CR 0125590, state will proceed with indictment as is.
All right. In each cause number, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the cause number ending in 9-0, you're charged with the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication in that cause number, if for any reason your community supervision were revoked, the court could sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
And the cause number ending in 6-9, you're charged with the offense of assault family household member with a previous conviction as a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you were granted the application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Sure.
In each cause number, if you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
In each cause number, you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent.
Yes, sir.
Did you understand by entering these plea bargain agreements, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, sir.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in each of these cases?
Sure.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Baker, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. And each of the cause numbers that you review the plea bargain page with your attorney, did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And the cause number ending in 9-0, according to the plea bargain agreement, there's a cap of 6 years in the prison. The state is silent on your applications. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 0124669. Did you understand after reading the state stipulation, if the court determines that there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, the court will find an affirmative finding of deadly weapon?
Yes.
Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement in that case?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea in that case?
It is, Judge.
State, is that the plea in that case?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the cause number ending in 6-9, according to your plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on count 1. Punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. The state opposes your application for deferred adjudication. They'll be silent on your application for community supervision. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 0125590. The state will take in consideration 2024 CC 740803. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, and there's to be no contact with Patrick Baker and Jerry Baker. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent? Did you understand that to be your plea in that cause number? Did you review in each cause number the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Sure.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to count one in cause number 2024 CR 012469, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? And in cause number 2024 CR 012590, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State in each of those cause numbers any evidence to support the defendants, please.
All cases, Your Honor, state will offer state exhibit one with attachments and charges.
And in each instance, no objection.
All right, in each cause number, did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorneys?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand? In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence state's exhibits 1 and attachments. And state, have you had a chance to speak with the complainants?
For 2024 CR 012469, we have the honor and he would like to come at a various time to present his impact statement.
Okay.
And with regard to 2024 CR 013516, we have made contact with the victim.
All right, thank you. Cause number, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. We can go off the record. So counsel, are you requesting a full PSI? If you want a full PSI, then it'll probably be 6 to 8 weeks reset. Or if y'all would like, you can reset it for a shorter time, call witnesses, and I'll hear witnesses, and state will provide me criminal history.
I think in this instance, a full PSI might be called for. He's got PTSD from 2 trips, one in combat in Afghanistan, one in Iraq. There's some other issues. We're also, if the court eventually grants some kind of community supervision, we're probably going to ask that it be supervised through the Veterans Court, Veterans Treatment Court. So there's a lot going on. There's reason for a full PSI.
All right, so the court will order a PSI TAP evaluation. This is to be done in custody, the MIC evaluation in custody, and a referral to VTC, and that's just to see if they would even be willing to accept him. And it's
Indeed.
not saying that I will, if they accept you, I'm not saying that I'm going to grant your application. I don't know if I'm going to grant your application yet. I will make my decision based upon the evidence that's presented to me. You understand?
It's happening anyway. That.
Yes,
Okay,
and any other evidence that's presented to me.
thank you.
Mr. Baker knows that probation is not a short. He knows that.
All right. What date, Ms. Ferguson?
April 8th.
All right. We'll come back on April 8th. All right. Is there anything else?
Nothing from defense, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
15 লাখ টাকা পেয়ে গেলেন এরপর কি করবেন?
আমি নিজের নামে একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট ওপেন করতে চাই, এটা করতে পারবো, এটা করতে পারবো।
15 লক্ষ টাকায় রেস্টুরেন্ট হবে না তো?
8 বছর চাকরি করেছি মানবাধিকার সংস্থায়। চাকরি চলাকালীন আমি কোনো কিছু শিখতেও পারছিলাম না, এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আগাতেও পারছিলাম না, সেজন্য আমি চাকরি ছেড়েছি এটাতে আগাবো বলে। আমার রেসিপির নাম হলো ভেলভেটি কোকোয়া ক্রেভিং।
জান্নাত কি করেন আপনি?
আমার একটা অনলাইন পেজ আছে যেখানে বাসায় ফুড বানিয়ে সেটা কি বলে সেল করি। কারিগরি প্রশিক্ষণ কেন্দ্র থেকে কয়েকটা বেকিং এবং কুকিংয়ের উপরে সার্টিফাইড কোর্স করেছি এবং বর্তমানে এখন ডিপ্লোমা কালিনারি ম্যানেজমেন্টের উপরে ডিপ্লোমা করছি।
কেন এত পড়াশোনা করেছেন কালিনারি নিয়ে?
নিজেকে একজন প্রফেশনাল শেফ হিসেবে দেখতে চাই।
যখন প্রফেশনাল শেফ হয়ে যাবেন, আমি লাস্ট 7 বছর ঈদে কখনো ছুটি নেইনি, সো ঈদ কমপ্লিটলি গন, হলিডেজ কমপ্লিটলি গন। ফ্যামিলি এটা রাজি হবে? ফ্যামিলি মানবে?
আমি 8 বছর চাকরি করেছি মানবাধিকার সংস্থায়। চাকরি চলাকালীন আমি কোনো কিছু শিখতেও পারছিলাম না, এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আগাতেও পারছিলাম না। সেজন্য আমি চাকরি ছেড়েছি এটাতে আগাবো বলে। আর চাকরি যখন করেছি তখন আমার ছেলেকে আমার মা, আমার বোন ওরা হলো কি দেখাশোনা করেছে।
আপনার কেন মনে হচ্ছে যে সেরা রাঁধুনি সেই প্ল্যাটফর্ম যেটা আপনাকে শেফ হতে সাহায্য করবে?
যারা এই কালিনারি জগতে আসতে চায় তাদের জন্য একটা সেরা প্ল্যাটফর্ম হলো সেরা রাঁধুনি। সব কিছু একটা শক্ত হাতের প্রয়োজন হয় কোনো কিছুতে সামনে আগিয়ে যেতে, তো আমার কাছে শক্ত হাত সেই সেরা রাঁধুনিটা।
শেফ আমরা কি করতে পারি বলেন?
নিয়ে যাই ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিয়ে।
ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিয়ে দিচ্ছি।
4 বছরের অপেক্ষা।
কি নাম তোমার?
ফাতেমা খাতুন ঋতু।
কি বানিয়েছো আজকে?
ডেজার্ট বানিয়েছি হানি সানফ্লাওয়ার। আমি এখানে বাকলাভা করছি ক্রিম চিজ দিয়ে, যেখানে আমি ক্রিম চিজে ইউজ করেছি হানি।
সো দিস ইজ আ বাকলাভা।
বাকলাভা এবং চিজ,
আউটার লেয়ারটা বাকলাভার
এবং উপরে চিজ কেক,
চিজ কেক, এন্ড দেন দিস
দম চিকেন, আর ওইটা নান বানাইছি আমি।
এই দুটো রেসিপি থেকে যদি যে কোনো একটা সিলেক্ট করতে হয়, আমি যদি বলি আপনাকে আমি একটার জন্য মার্ক করব, সেটা কি হবে?
তাহলে বাকলাভা চিজ কেক।
কেন?
বাকলাভা আমার বেকিং খুব ভালো লাগে করতে।
কয়েকটি কুইজিনের নাম বলেন।
আচ্ছা, মানে আমি ইতালিয়ান, তারপর এইভাবে বলবো কি পাস্তা, তারপর পিৎজা। ইন্ডিয়ান কুইজিনের মধ্যে আসে বিরিয়ানি, তারপর হলো বিভিন্ন ধরনের রায়তা, রাবড়ি, এগুলা। আর টার্কিশ ডেজার্ট করেছি, টার্কিশ ডেজার্টে বাকলাভা তো আসেই। থাই কুইজিনে হলো টমিয়াম স্যুপ আছে, তারপরে হলো থাই ফ্রাইড রাইস আছে। একটু
লেটস সে আমরা আপনাকে আজকে সিলেক্ট করলাম, আপনি শোতে এসে শো জিতে গিয়েছেন,
ওকে,
15 লাখ টাকা পেয়ে গেলেন, এরপর কি করবেন?
আমি নিজের নামে একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট ওপেন করতে চাই। এটা করতে পারবো, এটা করতে পারবো।
15 লক্ষ টাকায় রেস্টুরেন্ট হবে না তো?
যতটুকু হোক, ছোট হোক বা বড় হোক, যতটুকু হোক আমি করব।
যদি আজকে এখানে সুযোগ না পান তাহলে কি আপনার জার্নিটা থেমে যাবে?
না না না, অবশ্যই না, আমি আবার চেষ্টা করব।
আই লাইক দ্য স্পিরিট। আপনার ফুডের টেস্ট ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
এখন খুশি হতে পারেন। আপনাকে যখন 15 লাখ টাকা জিতেছেন, আপনি ইমাজিন করতে বলছে আপনি অনেক খুশি হয়ে গিয়েছিলেন।
না না, এমন কিছু না। ঢাকা অবধি যাই তখন হয়তো ইমাজিন করতে পারবো যে আমি অনেকটা একটা ধাপ হলেও এগিয়ে আসতে পারছি।
ইমাজিন করেন আপনি ওয়েটিং কার্ড পেয়ে গিয়েছেন।
হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা,
পেয়ে গিয়েছেন
সত্যি?
জি, চলে আসুন।
আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাঁধুনি।
Không đi con. Ôi chơi lắm cái này.
Con phải lên, con đánh con vô của bạn. Con dạy bà. Xong nó cũng đã đứng con mua. Thế bạn em dạy mà. Thầy gì ở đây luôn.
Thôi học đi. Không đi lắng cái này đâu con ơi.
Con có mũ rồi.
Thì nhà sẽ tô phần con ơi, đi đâu ấy? Mình sẽ tô cái phần chúng mày Hello Kitty này bằng cái màu hồng nhá, hồng phấn này. Đôi môi là màu đỏ nè. Mình đã tô xong phần đầu với cái màu hồng nhá.
ওয়াও মনে হয়, ভিজুয়ালি দেখতে অনেক সুন্দর হয়েছে।
হ্যাঁ, প্রেজেন্টেশনটা ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
ওয়েটিং কার্ড পেয়েছি। ঢাকা অডিশনের জন্য একটু টেনশন হচ্ছে নেক্সট রাউন্ডে আমি যেতে পারবো কিনা।
আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাধুনী।
সুরাইয়া পারভিন, কি বানিয়েছেন আপনি?
আমি একটি ডেজার্ট নিয়ে এসেছি আজকে, লেয়ার কার্ড ফ্যান্টাসি।
আমি জানি না টেস্ট কেমন, আমি জাস্ট আপনার পেইন্টিংটা দেখেই ওয়াও মনে হয়। ডেজার্ট ছাড়া আপনি ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুইজিন আর কি বানাতে পারেন?
থাই, চাইনিজটা পারি।
থাই আর চাইনিজ কুইজিনের মধ্যে পার্থক্যটা কি বলতে পারবেন?
কিছুটা কাছাকাছি, কারণ এই দুটার মধ্যে আপনার যেই জিনিস প্রোডাক্টগুলো আমরা ইউজ করি প্রায় একই রকম।
অনেকটা ডিফারেন্স আছে। থাই খুব ঝাল হয়, চাইনিজ অত ঝাল হয় না। আর থাইতে প্রচুর কোকোনাট ইউজ করে, চাইনিজে অত কোকোনাট ইউজ হয় না। এছাড়াও এরকম অনেক উদাহরণ আছে যে দুটো ফুডের মধ্যে।
জি।
সেরা রাঁধুনিতে কেন এসেছেন?
আমি মনে করি ম্যাম, সেরা রাঁধুনি একটা হচ্ছে বিশাল বড় একটা প্ল্যাটফর্ম, যেখানে নিজেকে আমি উপস্থাপন করতে পারবো সবার সামনে, আমি আমার প্রতিভাকে দেখাতে পারবো। ফিউচারে আমার খুব ইচ্ছা নিজেকে একজন সফল উদ্যোক্তা হিসেবে তৈরি করা। আমি মনে করি সে রাঁধুনি আমাকে সে প্ল্যাটফর্মটা আমাকে তৈরি করে দিবে।
আজকে যদি আমরা আপনাকে ওয়েটিং কার্ড না দিই তাহলে আপনার কেমন লাগবে?
ভালো খারাপ দুইটাই লাগবে। কার্ড পেলে ভালো লাগবে, না পেলে ইনশাল্লাহ পরের বার আরও ভালোভাবে চেষ্টা করে আসবো।
আপনি তো আমাদের আগের চ্যালেঞ্জেসগুলো দেখেছেন, অনেক ইন্টারন্যাশনাল, অনেক ফিউশন, অনেক ডিফারেন্ট টাইপ অফ চ্যালেঞ্জেস থাকে। সো আপনার মনে হয় আপনি রেডি?
ইয়েস, আমি রেডি।
তাহলে চলে আসেন, আপনাকে আমরা একটা ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিতে চাচ্ছি।
থ্যাংক ইউ শেফ। ওয়েটিং কার্ড পেয়েছি, ভালো লাগছে। জাজরা আমার ফুড খেয়ে অনেক প্রশংসা করেছে। ঢাকা অডিশনের জন্য একটু টেনশন হচ্ছে নেক্সট রাউন্ডে আমি যেতে পারবো কিনা।
সীমানা যতই হোক দেয়ালে ঘেরা, এ আমারই মঞ্চ, জানি আমি সেরা।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম।
আমি শারমিন সাবালিনা। আমি আজকে নিয়ে এসেছি পিনা কোলাডা পাইনাপেল কেক।
ভিজুয়ালি দেখতে অনেক সুন্দর হয়েছে।
হ্যাঁ, প্রেজেন্টেশনটা ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ। কি করেন? একাডেমিক পড়াশোনা শেষ করেছি আমি, আর বর্তমানে আমি কালিনারি আর্টসের উপরে ডিপ্লোমা করছি। আর হোমমেড একটা খাবারের বিজনেস আছে যেটা আমি আমাদের এলাকাতে রান করছি।
শামিন, আপনি কোকোনাট ইউজ করেছেন এখানে?
না শেফ।
পিনা কোলাডাতে কিন্তু কোকোনাট যায়। ইটস আ মিক্সচার অফ পাইনঅ্যাপল এন্ড
কোকোনাট।
আমার কাছে মানে কেকের টেস্টটা বেশ ভালো লেগেছে।
আমার কাছেও কেকের টেস্টটা ভালো লেগেছে। ইটস নট টু সুইট, দেয়ার ইজ পাইনঅ্যাপল when you got it.
জুসি।
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
আপনি এটা ছাড়া আর কি রান্না করতে পারেন? ঝাল খাবার কি রান্না করতে পারেন?
বিরিয়ানি, কাবাব, হচ্ছে মুঠি কাবাব, শামি কাবাব, ইন্টারন্যাশনাল আছে জালি কাবাব। ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কোনো খাবার যেমন চাইনিজের মধ্যে ফ্রাইড রাইস, চিলি চিকেন, ওনথন, থাই স্যুপ, এগুলো সব পারি।
চাইনিজের মধ্যে তো থাই আসে না।
ভালো আসছে না?
আমি জানি আপনি জানেন, বাট আপনি নার্ভাস কেন এত?
প্রথমবার আমার অডিশন তো সেই জন্য।
আগে কেন আসেন?
আগে আমি মানে গত সিজন আমি ভাবছিলাম যে দিব, তারপর ভাবলাম যে না, আমি একটু কাঁচা আছি, এখানে তো দেখি অনেক সব দক্ষ সবাই আসে, ওই জন্য আমি ভাবছিলাম একটু ভালো মতো শিখে তারপর যাই, সেই জন্য।
সো আপনার মনে হয় আপনি এবারের জন্য রেডি?
হ্যাঁ, আমার মনে হয় আমি রেডি আছি এবারের জন্য।
তাহলে আমরাও রেডি। এখন আপনাকে একটা ওয়েটিং কার্ড দেই।
থ্যাংক ইউ শেফ। সেরা রাঁধুনির ওয়েটিং কার্ড পেয়েছি, আর আশা করছি গ্র্যান্ড অডিশনের জন্য সিলেক্ট হব ইনশাল্লাহ। এটা পেয়েছি, এটাতে অনেক খুশি লাগছে। ইনশাল্লাহ গ্র্যান্ড অডিশনের জন্য সিলেক্ট হলে আরও বেশি খুশি হব।
đã xong con nhím với cái màu nâu này nhá. Phần những lá mình sẽ tô bằng màu xanh. Những chòm cây mình cũng tô bằng màu xanh nha. Đây nữa nè. Đây là các phần cái cây nhỏ ở dưới của một cái tán lá cây to nhá. Những cây cỏ nhỏ ở dưới á. Phần gốc cây mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu nâu nè. Thân cây. Đây là cái màu nâu nha. Phần thân cây mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu nâu nha. Một gốc cây cổ thụ rất là to. Với tán lá này mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu xanh lá này nhá. tô đến cái phần quyển sổ kiểu quyển sổ bệnh án ấy, mình sẽ tô đến cái màu xanh này. Đem đê xuống cho nó giọt vào mồm ấy thôi. Đê. Cho tầm 3 giọt nhé. Ừ. Hả?